For many years, many have been saying that there will come a time when there are plagues and disasters in the world. I have also said that some years ago. That time has come. This is the beginning of a time when the world is challenged. Humanity is challenged to grow beyond self-centered egotism and to move into collective consciousness. This is a transitional period between one state of consciousness and another. There is a demand, a need for that transition. And it has long been said, the degree to which there will be chaos and suffering depends upon humanity's ability to make this transition in consciousness, to move from identity with one's personal welfare and the welfare of one's small group to the welfare of all living beings and the collective life of this planet. This requires an expansion of awareness, the development of ego that is not self-centered, but sees and accepts the diversity of life on this planet and is dedicated to supporting life. This is a spiritual crisis. Out of that spiritual crisis, the need for expansion of consciousness has affected the very health of the planet, has affected the multiple species evolving as part of this planet. And has even affected human habitat of this planet. The degree to which there is suffering and destruction to force this change, to transition from one state to another, depends upon people's willingness to make this transition. A time came and went when these disasters, when these reactions of the planet Earth could have been avoided. Humanity in general continued down the same path, exploiting the Earth for self-centered reasons, not living in harmony with the natural world. Building societies that are unsustainable human beings have caused a reaction in the planet itself. The very cause of this dilemma is awareness, is consciousness. People being conscious, aware of all the life around them and caring, or losing consciousness of life around them and caring only for their personal unsustainable wealth and acquisition. This psychology of the acquisition of wealth, no matter what the price, has led to the current situation on the planet. It has destabilized the fundamental operating dynamics of this planet. And until human beings can make the transition to a new way of thinking, to caring more about the planet, all the living beings on this planet, as well as other human beings, until people en masse can care more than they do for their personal wealth and acquisition, then this line towards destruction will continue. Your scientists tell you this. It is obvious to your own eyes at this point. Anyone with an ounce of intelligence can figure it out at this point. Yet, so many continue down the same road. Leaders in the planet continue down the same road of self-aggrandizement at the cost of the welfare of all living beings on this planet. The planet will survive. The Mother Earth is quite resilient and she will adjust, but the life she supports, her evolution, her experiment in evolving, can be destroyed. She will survive. The time of the death of this entity called Earth is not at hand. Planets, like people, do die, but their lifespans are much longer. And you are all the Mother Earth's expressions, her evolution towards self-awareness. Do not be a failed experiment. Be the evolutionary consciousness you are meant to be. Consciousness that moves forward, that expands and grows, that unites collectively to form a grid of safety, to bring about an increase in love, not in money. Every person who dedicates themselves to this increase in love rather than personal gain and acquisition, dedicates themselves to the welfare of this planet and all beings who reside here. This is a revolution occurring, a revolution demanded to sustain the very fabric of life on Earth. Evolution is a natural process. And in that natural process, there is upheaval. There are also failed paths of evolution out of which new trajectories evolve. Humanity is being asked, demanded to grow and change. This evolution naturally coincides in an evolution of the social cycles. And the revolution is not one of a new government to topple another with its personal interests, but a revolution of the people themselves, a revolution of consciousness, a return to spirit and love, a return to connectedness and wholeness. And it is the longing of human beings to bring themselves in harmony and alignment with all of life that drives them beyond self-centered greed to an expansive love that will heal this planet. This is a revolution not of leaders, but of the people. This is the Shudra revolution in this age. And it is mid-season. It has gone on now. It is not at its end. It is emerging. Human beings across the planet are changing. Their spiritual natures, their love is shining forth. Their dedication to saving the planet and humanity is shining forth. And as this light grows and grows, it will transform the nature of human society. The future of humanity is bright, but the transition from one stage to another may be filled with upheaval. The time for a gentle transition is over. Mother Nature will now enforce it. These times are a time of spiritual opportunity, a time when there is opportunity for expansion of consciousness, expansion of awareness. When you surrender your self-centeredness, your personal greed, your personal attachments to the lotus feet of the Infinite One, when you choose love over self-centered profit, and harbored ill wills, when you choose light, you choose the future. As this dedication to simple love, not to this group or that, but just to love and care for all living beings. As this dedication, this commitment grows in the hearts and minds of people, including yourself, the planet changes. Humanity will move in alignment with Mother Nature. And in that alignment, the turbulence will settle. The exploitations will dissolve. Technology will advance. The footprint will reduce. Humanity will live in peace and harmony with the planet around and all the forms of life that are supported in this planet. But until that time, the struggle, the spiritual battle goes on. The forces of light seeking harmony with all life evolve out of the ashes of self-centered greed, the phoenix rises, and the bright dawn of a new era awakens. This is the hand of destiny. It is the hand of cosmic evolution. It is time for humanity to expand and grow and to learn harmony with all of nature. So do not fight these times. Do not think it is a burden or a difficulty. Rather, it is a joy, like seeing the sunrise on a beautiful, clear morning. You have the opportunity to be part of this expansion, to lend your psychic force to the coming of light upon this planet. Do not fear. All is well, but it is in transition, and the old ways are dying. And the turmoil of the death of one state of being to another state of being is what you are experiencing. Humanity will survive these times. The transition will occur. It is a certainty. Do what you can in all the ways you can to bring love, loving kindness, and harmony with the Mother Earth and all beings to this planet, to all you know. Send this out in your meditation. Send healing. Let this transition awaken and come forward. A new day dawns, a day when humanity will unite. And living beings upon this planet will find their place in a new paradigm, one governed by love and care for all beings. All right? Are there any questions?
Baba, are we the only planet that is going on these kind of changes in our galaxy?
In our galaxy, yes. In the larger Milky Way, in our galaxy, this occurs. It's a natural process. Different evolving planets experience it differently, but it is a natural process of evolution. Humanity and living beings are uniting in consciousness. It is done through the crudity of computers and air travel. But these are crude technologies. They will soon become more subtle. As consciousness grows, awareness grows, knowledge grows, humanity unites. This is a natural process. Before, there were separate clans, separate little kingdoms. They united into nations. And now nations will become a planet. This is natural, and it goes on in the evolution of every planet, but it looks different in different places. It happens differently, but this is a natural evolution. Consciousness is evolving. There is a pull towards the cosmic nucleus, towards Purushottama. There is a natural pull on the whole universe. So all beings of this universe are evolving. And planets and suns are beings. They are not unconscious. They are beings, but their consciousness is different than human. And their way of evolving. A sun evolves by living planets. Living planets evolve by life abundant, which evolves into pure consciousness. This is the evolutionary path, and it goes on everywhere. It's always going on. There's always evolution towards the cosmic nucleus. Consciousness moves towards consciousness. That is the way. When the physical universe is formed, consciousness is locked in the physical universe. And consciousness wants to get unlocked. So it evolves in life towards the cosmic nucleus. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Right. Any others? All right. Sangachadvam samvadadvam sango manase janatam deva bhagam yata purve samjnana upasate samani vaya kuti samana hridaya nivaha samanamastu omana yatha susaha sati